The U.S. Supreme Court has reshaped the country's legal landscape on abortion, guns, religion, and more. Correspondent John Yang unpacks the historic term that's now come to a close and looks ahead to what could come next.
The court rewrote law and redefined rights in ways that will reverberate through American society for many years.
So, tell us your name.
My name is Nick.
Nick. What's your whole?
My name is Nick Niculja.
Nick Niculja?
That's how they say it in Romania.
Is that the last name as well?
Yeah, Nick Niculja.
Nick Niculja. Yeah. I like that. It's not like Nikolai or something like
Nikolai.
that? Okay, that's what I was saying. What's the whole thing? Nikolai Niculja?
Yeah, Nikolai Niculja.
See, we need cooler names in America. We just don't have cool names like that.
Well, I'm American.
Now you're American, but how long ago did you move here?
We came here in 2003, so I was about 9 years old, going on 10 years old.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you remember Romania?
I remember Moldova, which they speak Romanian in Moldova.
Okay. Is that where you're from? Is Moldova?
Yes.
That's right between Ukraine and Romania. Little slice of
strip.
Yeah, little slice of country right there.
It looks like a chicken nugget. That's what it is.
Awesome. So we were talking yesterday, and the Supreme Court's been going crazy the last few days. Of course, overturning Roe versus Wade, allowing that football guy to pray in school. These are all cultural things. I just saw that the Biden administration got a win as of today, it looks like, because they're not going to overturn stay in Mexico. However, they did take power away from power companies and what do you call those? The environmental companies, like that. So the Supreme Court's been going nuts this week, and there's just so much going on. But yesterday we were talking, and you said one of the most profound things, because see, as Americans, it's what we understand, it's what we've always had, but you came in from a different place to America to kind of refresh me on what you were telling me yesterday.
I was explaining, Dave said, when I first came to this country, I remember landing here, and it was, it actually felt probably like the America that I heard about.
Yeah.
I came here and I was amazed at the freedom.
What did you hear about America before you got? What was your expectation?
Like a sci-fi movie. So when I came here, I was looking for, probably just a nicer area, nicer roads, definitely nicer roads. And then I got here and I saw buildings.
Yeah.
Almost like Atlanta is skyscrapers.
See, and Atlanta's small, really, in comparison, but
it's tiny compared to New
York or something. Yeah.
Or Chicago, if you go.
Yeah.
But I remember coming here and I couldn't believe that people could make stuff like this. That was great.
And what did you think of the people? Because you said you flew into Atlanta, but then you went out to Washington State.
So we came to Atlanta. We landed in the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. And people are nice, of course. And then I went to Washington State. And when I went to Washington State, I think what shocked me was how polite people were.
Yeah.
How grateful. Even while driving, they were just,
They were nice.
Like, this is a piece of heaven. Like, these are all Christian people. Everybody here is Christian. That was what my take was.
Well, at the time, that was a lot more accurate than it is now. And then you moved to North Carolina, and what happened?
Moved to North Carolina. I saw the Southern Hospitality. That's what I saw.
Southern Hospitality,
yeah. I saw that, and I was like, this gets better. I wonder what happens if I move even more south. And I came to Georgia.
So you said something yesterday about America now, like.
I feel like over time, if I had to put words into it, I think that over time what happened is I forgot probably the America that I landed in. I have to flex my brain to think about how it was, just because to compare it to today. Yeah. Comparing it to today and how it was, it doesn't feel like the same country anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a dream, because I'm also trying to rekindle those memories, and I'm like, did I dream some of these things, or were these things really happening 2003, almost 2004 at that time? That's what it was.
No, it was a different place back then, but hearing your perspective on that, like I said, for us Americans, it's one thing that we see this stuff, but hearing your perspective on that, saying it was like you said, it was like coming to a dreamland here, and now, 15 years later or something like that, it's 18 years later, it's just not the same place. Do you feel like we can get back to that place?
Let's pause right here. Hey, Preston, guys, we're having an interview here.
Luckily, these mics pick up pretty good.
Yeah. We have a little interview.
You're good. You're good. These things literally pick up pretty good.
Vadim, Eric, we have an interview here.
We're interviewing here.
Sorry.
So do you think we can? I don't know. We might just leave it. We're kind of a raw ministry.
Yeah, right.
So do you think we could get back to that place? So at Reasons for Hope we do these things, which is what we're doing now, which is called cultural responders, and every week we kind of deal with a cultural issue. And when you said that yesterday, to me, you just spilled the beans on the entire culture in America that's changed. Do you think we can get back to there? What would get us back to there?
So the biggest commonality that I saw, the way that I saw it is, what is the thing that we had so in common that made people like that? Because if you have I saw that if you have movements that associate people together, they're usually movements of violence, or movements of outrage. And I think that we had something in common that was great.
Yeah.
And you would speak to somebody and they would respond with "God bless you."
Yeah.
So when I came here, I was like, well, of course it's like this, because everybody here is like brothers and sisters in Christ. And I saw that the biggest commonality that they had is they had a relationship with Christ. They knew who Christ is.
Yeah.
And even if they didn't believe him, they had respect for people that believed him because they knew who these people were.
Yeah. Because at that time, Christianity was a landmark in this country.
Yes.
I mean, it was setting the culture. It was infecting the culture much more than it is now.
You're making me feel like a 50-year-old man. Like it's such a long time ago.
That's the crazy thing, is it's not that long ago. We're not talking about that long ago that all of this stuff changed. But here's one of the things that I was thinking about in the hotel room before I got over here this morning, because what you said really had an impact on me yesterday about your view on America, because you're dead on. I mean, you're dead on. So somebody coming from because you were talking about the teachers in school, like if you got a spelling error wrong, they would call you animal names and beat you with rulers and stuff. And you came here and they're like, it's okay, we'll work through this together.
When they came to me and say it's okay, honey, I kind of had
PTSD a little bit.
I thought something was going to happen. You know?
It's like, I don't trust this. Where's the torture coming from?
Where are the cameras?
Yeah. So hearing that perspective, I thought about this. We probably can't change everything, but here's one thing we can change. We used to have customer service here. People cared about each other. And look, we can't fix everything, but you can fix that right where you are in your immediate circle that God has given you influence with. You can treat people right. You can hold the door for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do those things the small things that are just within the circle of influence that you have. And maybe, just maybe, if we all did that, like maybe if we all took a task to just do those little things for each other, maybe we could have more of an impact in our culture. Because I sure would love to get back to the America that we used to have. It's kind of gotten a little cray-cray around here.
I think that one thing that I saw, it wasn't the big things, because I feel like in the big things there's always like twists, and you believe that person, but in the little things is what I saw this country be so great. Like you said, holding a door, cutting somebody off and just waving.
Like, sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Or just saying goodbye, or keeping eye contact. I remember that was huge. When people would talk, they would look at you.
And social media has kind of removed that. It's we're all sitting here doing this. You go to a restaurant and there's a family of 5 and they're all doing this, and I just want to walk over to the table and be like, wake up, put your phones down. No, you're right. So, by the way, we are at Camp Open Heaven in Anniston, Alabama, with about 100 Romanian youth.
Yes.
Really cool, man. And it's been cool for me because I'm seeing, it doesn't appear to me that they've had a whole lot of apologetics. Just when I asked them, like, do you know who Josh McDowell is? And nobody knew who that was in America.
This is probably one of the first times, that some of them hear that, because
what a blessing.
People are so used to just preaching.
Yeah.
Just tell them who God is and the love of God, but
which is important.
There's never an origin of why that is there.
Yeah.
People just know that it's there, but they don't know why. In a generation that asks why about everything. Yeah,
and you should see some of the questions. You'll see them. We have a whole pile of questions that these kids wrote up that are, some of them will break your heart and some of them really challenge your mind. But we're at a Romanian youth event and seeing kids get these apologetics. Look, it's your help that gets us on the road. So keep on supporting us, and we love you. And anything in closing you got to say to Americans?
Thank you guys so much. You guys raised this boy right. Where We're young together. He
Yes.
beats me at ping pong.
You're the only one I've beat.
Okay, let's go do another match.
Let's do it.
go.
We're going to play ping pong. See you.